Welcome back to CryptosRus. I am George. We're all George. There's debasement right now. Basically, the dollar value is crashing versus other currencies. And that is why some of you guys may have noticed that commodities like gold is at an all-time high, past 4,000 an ounce, and silver is at an all-time high and hits $50 an ounce. There are many people that are turning to these commodities as a store of value, as a flight to safety. Okay? But how long did it take for these commodities to hit these all-time highs? Decades upon decades. Okay? You can't really bring a bar of silver or bar of gold into, I don't know, Best Buy or Amazon or Subway or McDonald's, wherever, to pay for things. They are limited, especially if you have large amounts. Where do you go store all these bars of gold, right? That's why we have crypto. That's why we have Bitcoin and Ethereum and others. So this debasement trade that's ongoing right now will carry into crypto. You just have to be patient, especially if you're looking at what Wall Street is doing, specifically BlackRock. You know they know what's up because they've been loading up like crazy. Yesterday, another $426 million inflow into BlackRock's ETF. This is on top of a 900 inflow, 970 inflow, 791 million inflow. BlackRock knows what's going on. Maybe some that still don't are flocking to gold and silver, but BlackRock certainly knows, and its investors know. Bitcoin is the future. Load up now or cry later. That's just how it's going to be. And Ethereum too. They loaded up 150 million worth of Ethereum. There's some outflows from other funds, but not BlackRock. Basically, BlackRock is loading up. And the smart investors, big investors from Wall Street, they are doing the same. They're getting ready. If the debasement trade gets worse, if the dollar weakens more, or simply more people are fed up with how our economy is run, how the Fed is running things, and people just want to opt out, Bitcoin is the future. Ethereum arguably is also the future, and so many other crypto are the future. What else is there? Crypto ETP smashed 2024 total with 48.7 billion already this year, and we still have 3 years. I mean, not 3 years, three months of this year. ETPs are not ETFs. They're kind of like ETFs, but they're not ETFs. So this is on top of the billions upon billions upon billions that came into the ETFs, right? And there are a lot of places around the world that are offering ETPs. But there'll be more. There'll be more. So again, Bitcoin is scarce. There's a set supply. There's not infinite amount. Gold and silver, you could argue there's a set supply on this planet, but we're nowhere close of hitting that set supply. Bitcoin is controlled by code. You can't change it, right? So we know for certainty, 100%, that we already mined out like 97%. And for the remaining of the next 100 years, there's only 3% left. Everyone's fighting for what exists now. Think about that. The scarcity factor is a real thing. And demand is not slowing down. All right. Bitwise also agrees with me that the stars are aligning for record Q4 ETF inflow. And what does that mean? Well, if they're buying by the billions, it's going to have effect on Bitcoin's overall price, right? So a lot of us are waiting for that next run. And it could be quite historic, a historic run, because we never had this much FOMO from the institutions before, ever. The amount of money that has flown in already has been quite tremendous, and there's a lot more money sitting on the sidelines waiting to enter. Trillions upon trillions, not billions, trillions are out there waiting to enter. What else? Short-term holder cost basis right now, still looking good. You know, a lot of times when Bitcoin goes through rough patches, short-term cost basis is in the negative, meaning a lot of people are down in the red and they want to sell out, but that's not even the case right now. Bitcoin's not doing bad. We're at 123. We're only 3,000 away from all-time high that we formed only 2 days ago, right? So this is not time to be bearish, not time to be bored. This is a time to get excited about what's coming next. What are we going to see in the next 3 months? Probably what we saw in Q4 2023 and Q4 2024. Right around mid-October is when things started skyrocketing. Okay? It wasn't at the beginning of October. It was right in the middle, like the second or third week. That's when Bitcoin starts skyrocketing to the moon, the next leg. But this is different. This is 2025. We have rate cuts happening, and we are in the final year of the 4-year cycle, which is the most bullish year of them all. So what does that mean? Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that a historic run could be right around the corner, and it could push us to historic heights that we've never imagined. This one is predicting that Bitcoin will go to 400,000. 400,000. I don't think anyone's predicting 400,000 for by the end of December, but it may happen. Here's another crazy prediction. If we're going off of not Wyckoff pattern, this Livermore's speculative chart, and we're following that, this next phase, this number 8 phase, and number 9 and number 10 can carry us well above 400,000. It could carry us maybe to 600,000 before we come back down. That's if we're following this pattern. I guess we'll see, right? I guess we'll see who's right. Are we heading to 200,000, 400,000, or $600,000? We don't have to wait much longer to find out.